Okay. Let's see here. I have on a Bluetooth. But I won't know until the end of this live to determine if it's working properly, if you all can hear me or not. I hope that you can. And since I'm not able to test it, I will possibly make this really short. So the title says Karmic mask and cloak under as honorable feminine's energy. Okay, they wear a mask cloaked as honorable feminine. Those same karmics sends assaults, attacks, and abuse, and all sorts of things towards the honorable feminines. Okay, constantly, more than people know. Okay, they do this literally, they do this by proxy, they do this by proximity, they do this in various different ways. Okay, and it's to trigger reactions out of feminine that looks like the core of who they actually are. So they want feminine, listen to me, they want the honorable feminines to appear like them. These are people who want your destiny swap with honorable feminines. They want these feminines to be what's true of them. They want them to appear as what's true of them. Okay, and if it ain't true, they want to make it true. And how they're going to make it true is by abuse. Okay, it's by meddling in their lives. It's by doing spell work. It's by attempting to do all sorts of things in an insidious way to hopefully create what's true in them. And what's being found out, though, now here's what's beautiful and fascinating. Feminine, okay, is tempering out, okay, even though there's still a lot of really bad things happening, okay, they're tempering out, but what's coming to them is the funny thing about the whole thing is the honorable feminine still outclass these energies. Like they've been put under all of those things that's been done to them, okay, for years, okay, and they're still outclassing them. So yeah, sure, they have bouts of anger and upset, but they have not become what is true of the karma. So you see where I'm going with this discussion. They want the honorable feminines to be viewed and seen as what's true of them. And they have paid good money for this. They have hired many to abuse the feminine and their children to such a magnitude that hopefully it'll take them to some type of a psychotic break, or that will force them into becoming the murderous people that they are. Because they felt, in their own delusion, they felt like, well, honorable feminine, I don't know where they got this from. I mean, especially those that have been around the honorable feminine since they were children. Okay, so it's like, where did they pull this shit out the air? Okay, they seem to have this thought that the honorable feminines have some kind of, everything just falls in their plate. Like, huh? Like, what the fuck? Or that they don't have it as far. And it's like, that's not the truth. The truth is they possibly had it hard. And however, now here's the kicker. This is the karmic failure to take ownership of their choices. It is their life's decisions and their life choices. And, the routes they've went. You see what I'm saying? In order to remedy things in their lives versus the routes maybe the honorable feminines went to try to remedy things. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not to say one's better than the other. It's just everything comes with like a rippling effect. And so these karmics didn't like, they felt like because of the decisions or whatever, that these feminines should be forced to some kind of a torture program to see if they're still this beautiful. If you attack their beauty, are they going to still be good people? If you attack their resources, are they going to still be good people? If you do this and that, are they going to still be that? Or are they going to be just like we are, killers? Are they going to be just like we are, willing to sell our souls and the souls of anyone else that the universe will allow? Are they going to do what we do? And we're going to do this for so long and so hard so that people cannot see the trueness of honorable feminine. So, feminine, if this is you, if you're at this phase of the game, you're starting to temper out. And because of, even though you may still have moments and bouts of anger and you may still have certain things to say, but for the most part, you're tempering out. You're gaining some kind of a sovereignty. You're still in the making of it, but you're gaining some kind of sovereignty over your emotions, over your reactions, and all of those things. And you're also allowing your true self to show through. Because the truth of you is not, it's not what you've been through, and it's not what you have had to do in order to stand up and defend yourself because of the abuse. You see what I'm saying? That's not the essence of you. That's actually the truth. That's the lighter side of the truth of these karmics. What a lot of people have been witnessing is somebody that has been under abuse, under constant abuse, and people not believe that they're under constant abuse, which makes it worse. So essentially, you acting out, raging out, saying certain things, that's been you under abuse. But you all are, like I said, many of you all are tempering this out. You're being helped. You got protection coming in, or you're already protected, and it's amping up. And people are finding out that too. Okay, and you're standing on business. You're watching the street theater. You know, I guess you were supposed to flinch, but anyway. So you're tempering out. This is why they abuse you, because they don't want the essence of who you really are to be seen. And that's, I mean, that's one of the simplest messages that I think I can ever bring. That's why the incessant hurling of abuse. Because again, you'll be, dealing with the attacks, dealing with your children being attacked, trying to, balance things out so that people can't see you as you. Now, meanwhile, because they're vomiting their shit on you by way of the abuse. So this is how they're able to then turn around and float like they're these like innocent, sweet, and docile and pure and godly. Like, I don't know. Like, I just pray for her, and I really love her, and it's really sad. And yeah, I'm Miss America 2.0. I am Barack Obama, Michelle Obama 2.0, and I am the blessed black woman. Like, they can do that because they're getting their high and their jollies off of the fact that they're secretly going into your apartment and they're secretly having people to go in there and do shit. They're able to sit there and act calm, cool, and collected because they know they have people doing shit to you for them. So they're getting their high off of that. So yeah, they can appear to the cops, they can appear to an authority figure, they can appear to some church leader, they can appear to all these people like that because they know they got the inside track. They're fucking somebody in the complex, or they're, a friend of somebody, that's around the clock doing spell work over you and around the clock doing shit to wherever you live. And as soon as they think you or your children are gone, somebody is opening the door, throwing shit in there, or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. That's why they can cope. That's the destiny swap. That's a part, that's the subtle, like, regular, standard, energetic form of it. That's what bullies do. Bullies are basically destiny swappers, if you ask me, because they are vomiting their issues onto their target so that they can feel better. Is that not the truth? So that they can feel better, so that they can feel superior, so that they can feel strong. Okay? And it's the same thing. Dysregulate the target by, interfering with their life in secret, creating criminal acts against them, getting people to agree for money, finding who all of their haters are so you can pay them. Or become friends with them and offer them something if it's not always money, but offer them something.
Sure.
Feminine. I'm not saying, like, look, they've been playing on my energy. They play on me and my son's energy all day, every day. And I just saw 11:11. I will be recording this too. Not to the Beaumont, but to the other portals. Because I'm reporting to several different entities. Okay? They're around the clock. Because I know that there are entities that know of these cults and covens that do this kind of shit. And they're doing that where my son lives, around the fucking clock. Okay? Now, if my relative is hiding out there, then this is something that may end up coming out, you know what I'm saying? Collective, you too. But again, the round the clock spell work, the round the clock noise, and just all of that weird shit, that's weird. And that's all designed to keep you away and out of your essence and your natural energy. This is a more covert narcissism. Because all these people, like I said, they're possibly sociopathic, psychopathic. They've been doing spells all day. They have ships. Before me and my son left, they had already, the bitch came home and she started doing spells. One of them, and one of them was doing spells before because they got several in his whole building that be doing that shit. So when one's gone, the other one is doing it and blase, blase. And I can tell every single time whether or not they're making noise. For some, you know what I'm saying? The noise is connected to whatever their spell is. So if this is like some kind of a voodoo doll, then they're just, that they have up there, then they're walking around stomping on that. On top of whatever other weird shit that they do to it. And this is going to bring the attention to these folks that didn't want it. They should not have this fucking overkill. They should have been, these motherfuckers did too much for too long. And they still doing too much. They still, as I speak, doing too much overkill. Someone playing on my energy now, outside in the parking lot. Ain't going in well for them. But anywho, why we share that? That came to me. It was an interesting night. It was some major street theater. A car came pulling up, hollering, screaming at the dudes, and I stood there, still stayed in my little spotty spot. There was a part of me, at first I kind of felt sad for the chick because of what she was saying. I was like, oh, kind of took me back to like, man, I was like, man, I do not miss dealing with this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? This is the part where you happy to be alone when you see what kind of shenanigans some people are going through. But then, like afterwards, I wondered, like secretly to myself, I was like, was this like manufactured? Like there was just a part of me. I mean, it could have been real and legit, but there was a part of me that was like, oh, this was street theater. This was for me. Because I was just standing outside all calm, cool, collected, whatever. I was like, this is for me. the way the whole thing is, like, because somebody's like driving up really fast and their car jumping out. Most people are gonna flinch. It's a natural reaction, right? If you see some car like zooming up super fast, it doesn't even mean anything about it. It's just like it's natural. Like, who's this person? Like, screeching tires, pulling up. Most people will flinch, leave, like jump back. I stood right there. I mean, because at this point in the game, shit, I'd rather people stop hiding shit. I'm just saying, at this point in the game, I'd rather people stop hiding. Come on, let's just do this. Because this shit right here, this little cat and mouse and shit, it's for the birds, for kids. At least, you know what I'm saying? I just stood there like, okay, let's see what's gonna happen. And then, they walked up to the dude that was on the motorcycle, like their boyfriend or whatever, and they had it out, and she cussed out the girl that was standing with talking to the guy. And I was like, are you kidding me? It was crazy. Like I said, though, in this case, I could be wrong. I'm not claiming that I know for sure in this case. It could have been a legitimate thing, but I really felt like it's kind of fascinating how when I shake up the mold or when I don't stay in the mold that they're expecting me in, that they start doing a lot of other weird, wild mouth shit every time. When I get too quiet, when I get too still, when I get too much like in my natural energy, this is when I notice that these stalkers and stuff start acting out and wilding out even a little bit more to see if they can, you see what I'm saying? And that might be for you too, feminine. So, bravo, you know, keep clearing your energy, keep taking the actions that you're guided to take, um, and making your plans. Start making your plans to transition from whatever this is, where they thought they were going to sacrifice you and your kid, and thought this was going to sit well. So you just keep at that. You keep reporting. You keep these logs. You keep taking care and making your plans and getting the hell away. Okay. Um, yeah. They get nervous, feminine, when they sense or see you're too much in your true energy. Just watch. Mark my words. It's something about that. They do it every fucking time, I swear. I was outside. I was just relaxing. I was watching my son. I needed to keep an eye on him. And, enjoying the outside, nighttime weather, and folks coming in now. I knew my ops were out there. I can feel no problem with that kind of energy. I ain't stupid. But
oh shit. Just have it, okay.
I decided that I was going to stay in my energy. Anywho, so let's see if there's a message really.
Not cool.
Bro, could you do me a favor, son, real quick? Could you have me
What?
Could you have me my briefcase over there real quick so I can just do this quick
Here.
little? Excellent. Okay. Oh shit, the briefcase is heavy. I bet you they think. I bet you people wonder like, what the hell's in that briefcase? She gonna, it's gold. It's gold. It's gold in this briefcase. Okay. Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't be here if that was the case. Good gravy, God. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a message collective. It says they all must pay the full penalty for stealing your life. Okay, so again, they know that the more you are able to get yourself into your energy and less into all of this abuse that they're doing to you, and all of this round the clock shit.
Yes.
They know that that's going to be what helps you to bring in justice for yourself. You're bringing in justice right now, and it's really pissing a lot of people off. Jim was like, yeah, yeah,
Now that
I was pissed for this even happening. So dismissed because I don't care. let's see what's about to change in your favor as you continue to as you basically continue. Let me get the tarot. Yeah, I have anxiety here. Healing. Yeah, these people were doing all this crazy shit to your secret to cause you anxiety. Pretend to not do it. Is that not a bully? Like, I don't even understand why people are having such a hard time with even making sense of that. Is that not a bully? People are bullies. Grown, old, dusty bullies. That's what these motherfuckers are. I'm telling you. But they were covert. So it's like in front of everybody else, it's like, oh, it's fine. So what's about to improve? It says they almost paid for the penalty of the life they stole. Yeah, they stole you and your children's life. These people are been living off of your energy, off of torturing you, your kids, your creativity, your life. I'm gonna say it again. All these people with these cars and shit. I'm starting to question that. There's something wrong with that. These non-working motherfuckers. The stalkers are all of a sudden getting new cars. Oh, sorry, excellent. So let's see what's about to improve. Okay, you're about to get some good news from the past. I have a page of cups and a six of cups. Yeah. A return, nostalgia, good times here, page of wands, six of cups. Yeah. This shit was crazy. These people are doing this shit. These could be people you grew up with, siblings, ex-lovers, shit since you were young. Yeah. Boom. Okay, so what's about to improve? I have death here and the chariot. Oh, that's a rebirth. A rebirth. New beginning. A death to this illusion. Two of cups coming in the reverse. So friendships is about to improve. Okay, your love life is about to improve. Reciprocity. Okay, having people give you what you give them. Okay, Two of Cups energy. No more fake friends, fake lovers, fake partners. Okay. No more you love them, but in your cup is some snake and some poison. Yeah. Fighting and shit. Woo, Seven of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you're gonna be able to rest. No more being attacked and publicly or feeling like you're vulnerable and like you gotta constantly defend yourself. Okay, this shit is popping back. All these challenges. But this is what people are doing to try to disempower you. Constant attacks. So this is improving. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Two of Cups in the reverse. And Six of Pentacles, like all this karmic energy. People taking from you, stealing your energy. Feeling like you gotta fight for everything. Feeling like you gotta fight all the goddamn time. With a bunch of fake motherfuckers. Yeah, justice is in the reverse. These are injustices. It's about to improve. Like these crooks. Feeling like you gotta constantly deal with injustices to you because you didn't have any, nobody to stand up or support or no protection or yeah. Blockages are being removed with the Seven of Wands reverse, so you're getting, making way for some shit here due to these injustices. Yeah, these scales has been in balance for so long. too long. Too long. Yeah, these cycles, these repetitive cycles, the world in a reverse. This is coming to an end. Dealing with people that throw you under the bus. You know, these imbalances. Look at all this improvement. I have the world reversed, justice reversed. And yeah, Seven of Swords. People stealing from you. Lying, sneaking off with your shit. Queen of Cups reversed. This could be due to your mother. That's a dark practitioner with the magician here. Manipulation. Your hard times is about to be over here. Your money, Four of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Like I said, theft. People stealing your opportunities, stealing your gifts, stealing what's yours. This is being exposed. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Seven of Swords in the Sun. So people doing that to keep you trapped, to keep you vulnerable, or to try to shut you up. But that's another lie. Doing this kind of stuff to basically try to shut you up. Or lying on you. Yeah, this is being exposed with the Sun. People being able to get their happiness off of stealing from you, basically. People being able to get their life's happiness and joy and fulfillment and opportunities off of stealing from you. This is coming to an end. These motherfuckers is going to go into poverty and into an eternal hurt. Yeah, Three of Swords. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Yeah, because you're intuitive and sensitive. And Page of Cups. Yeah, you've dealt with a lot of immaturity. You dealt with a lot of petty immaturity that was doing shit to you and your children because you're very loving and coming in to keep you in these cycles. So like I said, self-love, self-care, yeah, to play games with you. This is over. Yeah, High Priestess, yeah, doing shit in secret with these practitioners and shit. Yes, High Priestess and Wise Counsel. Uh-huh. Distorted, immature, distorted leaders, distorted practitioners that's been doing shit to some of you all since you were a baby. Yeah, that's been interfering since you were a baby. Yep. Since you were a little kid. Yep. Six of Cups. Somebody you grew up with. Childhood. Family. So now what's about to improve? Yeah. Legacy. Ten of Pentacles. How is this going to improve the Eight of Swords? How is that changing? Domination by Eight of Swords. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. The offer is being rejected. You're dropping the burden. These burdens are being possibly put onto your mother or a Queen of Cups in the reverse, Seven Cups, or a toxic amethyst. Yeah, you're defeating them. You're defeating them. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Page of Wands, Six of Cups. Yeah, they're going to be forced. Some of them may pass on here because of this dishonor. Six of Wands in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse, King of Swords in reverse. Woo, Judgment, King of Cups in reverse. Look at these two. Two of Swords in reverse. This is all coming out. It's all coming out. So this is about to improve Empress. Yeah. These people are obsessed with causing ruin for you. Ten of Swords, Three of Cups. So somebody could be possibly gonna go to jail. You might get a message that they've been gonna go to jail, or that they already was in jail, or something like that. Because these people didn't want you to have relief, and this is what's coming out. Like they were doing shit in secret because they didn't want you to have relief. This would be somebody that was in jail due to their own behavior and was still blaming you as well. It's like, way to go. You betray a person, you start paying for your choices, and then you still want to do more shit. Wow. Empress. Yeah, some kind of lots of messages here. This hidden dishonor is about to improve. Like I said, all this pettiness. Yeah. Death to disloyal energy. Death to people stopping your progress and slowing you down. These blockages. You're learning something. You're getting some kind of good news in. You're building your confidence here. You're not going to have to worry. You're going to get a message, possibly from a house lover, sibling, somebody here, Gemini. All this betrayal and interference and secret interference and fake friends and distorted practitioners and authority figures being able to interfere and sneak and do shit. This is getting exposed. Them trying to make, do shit to you while you're vulnerable. Yeah. To break down your defenses and shit. Entering y'all's premises. It's getting exposed. So anywho, you'll be able to be in your, true energy a lot more, okay? And so y'all, if this is true of you, hang in there, bear with me, as there's lots of adjustments, okay? We don't have a phone anymore, okay? So I have to use the internet, ways of doing stuff, so I'm seeing the silver lining of it, okay? It's like, okay, we're getting to get rid of some devices and phone numbers so that we can basically kick these motherfuckers out of our technology. But it is a challenge, though. They have managed to come up with resources and all that, which is why they're cursed. They're cursed with the curse. These little fancy cards gonna turn into wheels of hell doing shit. I'm serious. Like, what kind of toxic ass shit is that? Yeah, I'm cursing shit. You're damn straight. Getting benefits off of torturing my son and me. Yeah, I'm cursing shit. You're damn straight.